It's got all that we need. It's a good size, close to the river. So we just sort of selected this one out of the many, many sites that there are. We basically just think that the way that society is developed is not really true to us as beings, you know, like we are destroying the world in so many ways, on so many levels, and also destroying our own spirits, destroying our own bodies by all the bad food that we put into it. And we just want to show that there's a different way of being that just allows our spirits to develop and allows us to live cleanly on the land and just feel part of nature rather than part of a crazy system that's been like put in place for us to live in.
Currently the way that we live is not sustainable. 20 or 30 years time we're going to be in a lot of trouble. The way that agriculture works, the way that we grow food, the way that we consume products, and we're trying to show people another way.
Eventually would like to be self-sufficient because it really isn't that difficult, you know. We grow our own vegetables and stuff. We're obviously a bit limited by space, and also we've decided to leave as much of the land as possible in its natural state because it's a natural ecosystem. There's loads of brilliant plants that we can use anyway, like St. John's worts and evening primrose and vegetables. They've just been growing up fantastically, and it's nice to just be reconnected with the earth and with nature, and just to get real good food rather than all the nastiness that they put into the modern diet.
There is a very strong and friendly spirit on the river. I mean, if you've ever driven down the river on a speedboat, everybody waves. You don't get that when you're driving down the M4. I mean, the river's a village. It's just a very long, thin village. There's only a few thousand people living on it, and everybody knows everybody else, so it's pretty friendly. And if you get into trouble, people will help you. The river police are very friendly and perfectly pleasant people to deal with, and if you get into trouble, they'll give you a tow or help you pump out your boat. I've been living there just about 3 years. I spent probably about 4 years rebuilding the boat when I bought it, so the boat's been there on and off about 7 years.
We've had quite good contact with the people that live on the houseboats, mutually beneficial relationship. They've helped us out since day one. Some of the people have got vans and they've helped us transport materials from one place to another. We've helped them out in terms of providing them with wood, and there's a woman that's just moved into a boat very recently, and we've helped just with general maintenance on her boat. There's a good relationship between them and us.
I love living on a boat. I love living on a boat. It's great, it's comfortable, it's private. The bills are small, the advantages are high. I like being able to feed the swans first thing in the morning. I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud that I built it and that it's mine. I pretty well like things just the way they are.
This land in particular is owned by St. George, which is a big property developer. They haven't been able to get planning permission for years and years, and they basically buy off the land really cheap and then just hope to get planning permission on it. And they want to build high-rise, expensive dwellings for people that doesn't help the community, and lots of people in the community are against that being developed.
The plans were for a 9-storey, it's about 167 apartments, and the entire front bit will be changed. I think there'd be like a cafe, or something, but not space currently for the boats that reside there.
So they can have nice, riverfront cafes, and the shiny people with their shiny credit cards can sit in the shiny cafe and drink a shiny cappuccino and look at the shiny river without some nasty boat there with someone living on it. The fact that they've lived there for 30 years, well, progress.
I went to a planning meeting a couple of months ago, and it was clear in the plans that there won't be spaces for the boats there. This entire front bit next to the site, I believe there won't be any boats. There won't be space for boats.
One guy I know down there, he's been there 40 years. The PLA are claiming the land under the boat that he lives on. The boat that his mother lived on. The boat that's been there at least 40 years. If they succeed, they could evict him. They're increasing the rent by 600%. Now that's not an attempt to get more money, that's an attempt to get rid of you, in my experience. I mean, I think a lot of that is happening out in the East End with the Olympics, going back to that. All those businesses that just got swept away, all those people who had allotments there and they just got swept away. And it's not because they're standing in the way of the Olympics, it's because they're standing in the way of big money. The Olympics to me is a non-event. I mean, it's just a load of big companies making a lot of money. A load of tourists turn up for a week and a load of hotels make a lot of money. A load of athletes run around and a load of sponsorship companies make a load of money.
Consensus amongst the councillors seemed to reject the plans because of just 100% unsupport from the local community. It was strange because one of the councillors, who's been quite friendly to us, at the last minute decided to defer the decision rather than reject it. And he's since stood down from the plan in the council in order to have more one-on-one talks with the developers. And he's misled us a couple of times about certain things.
One of the reasons that we're so suspicious, one of the reasons that we have a suspicious relationship with the local council is that in their dealings with us they have tried every trick, devious, legal and illegal, to get rid of us. And so it kind of poisons the atmosphere a little when you're talking to someone and they're saying one thing to your face and then writing a snotty email to the local residents association about what a terrible person you are. That doesn't, it doesn't go down well. And it makes everyone very suspicious. I am very suspicious when I'm talking to anyone from the council that their only interest is in doing the dirty on me and winkling me and my colleagues out of our mooring. Because that seems to have been their driving aim for the last 10 years. So.
The 2010 FIFA World Cup will be organized in South Africa.
FIFA announced that for the first time in the history of the soccer in the world, that an African nation will have a chance to host this lucrative and promising tournament. Most of the people were happy. Then the problem started when we discovered that only few individuals which are going to celebrate and enjoy this event will benefit or enjoy the rewards of South Africa hosting the event, which are big business people. Because in South Africa, when there's a soccer game, ordinary people, especially informal traders, go next to the soccer field, sell burgers, boerewors, and then we thought that when the World Cup comes, lot of informal traders will have lot of businesses. But when we approached 2010, there were laws which there were bylaws which were passed that no selling of stiff pubs and anything many miles away from the stadium, which means the loss of a little income that people were getting which are getting from the stadium by now when the World Cup comes, because we thought that these people which are doing that will double their income or even triple it, because the whole world will be there, and then their business will flourish.
I'll put all our names.
Yeah, if you put your names first, and then maybe on the bottom. Yeah.
get their contact number where we can get hold of one of yours. Just give you a ring and let you know when the next one's happening.